This was back before Google. Web pages were, for the most part, still very basic HTML with JavaScript. Hardly anyone used CSS. Only discussion boards and some banking sites had anything approaching a mature front-end or back-end combinations. But this is an early net, real deep web story, and not just one about illicit activities online. I was browsing random blogs, GeoCities sites, and the like, just going from link to link. Eventually, I came upon an odd page. It appeared to be random thoughts from different people, but for the time, it was very well designed. The messages seemed to be cryptic in nature, like several people trying to pass secret notes. I started through the source, and hidden in the comments of a JavaScript were various IP addresses. I gathered all of the IPs in a text file and began enumerating. Some were routers with banner messages I could telnet to, almost all at universities. Warning, this is a secure system at University of blah blah blah. The default Cisco credentials from way back in the day worked on most of them, but I didn't poke around. A few of the IPs were web servers with little to nothing on them, mostly Apache or Linux or some BSD, or at least one IIS server I could recall. I finally came upon a web server with a huge directory of HTML files and TIFF images, with a few smaller subdirectories containing the same. NLSLOOKUP returned no reverse records for the IP. A visual route traced it as far as Colorado. The HTML files appeared to be records of a psychologist or a similar mental health professional would keep. The images were of faxes, apparently of both military and medical nature. As I browsed from a subdirectory back to the parent, at the top of it was a new HTML file named something like 1-hello there.html. The timestamp was right that minute. I opened it, and in plain text was a message. We see you. No quotes, all lowercase. About 15 seconds later, the server dropped.